Hey guys, welcome back to Auto Repair guys. Thank you guys for watching and subscribing to the channel. Today will be super helpful video to any of you having a Hyundai Sonata guys and you want to know the symptoms of bad exhaust manifold gasket. Stay with us, we'll cover that today and how dangerous it could be for your health. So make sure to stay and we're going to explain why. Before we start, let me tell you a little bit about us. Every single car we get at the garage, we try to make at least 200 to 300 free repair videos. Why we do that? Simply because our mission at the shop is to save you as much money as we can. All we need in return, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, that way we can keep making these absolutely free videos for you. If you guys need to buy new exhaust manifold gasket, bolts, tools, any parts for your car, check out the link in the description of the video below. That's where we get all our tools and supplies from. With the engine being out of this Hyundai Sonata, we can clearly explain the symptoms and show you what the gasket looks like, what it looks like when it's leaking as well. This is a 2.4 GDI engine, but even if you have a different engine, procedure is about the same. This is the exhaust manifold, right here. This is the flex pipe, and after that comes the catalytic converter. Now, the exhaust manifold gasket is located between the exhaust manifold and the cylinder head. It will be right here. Let me show you. It will be right here between the two components. The purpose of that gasket is actually to ensure that exhaust gas is not leaking out while being pushed out of the engine. It will come out under enormous amount of pressure, and that's why you need that gasket. Every time you remove the exhaust manifold, let's say for removing cylinder head or exhaust system, anything like that, you need to install a new gasket and you need to check the torque specs to make sure that you get it tight correctly and in certain order. Otherwise you can easily develop leaks. For instance, this one was leaking right here. Check this black spot, it means that the exhaust was leaking and even condensation dripped from the exhaust on the cooling pipe right here. So there was a huge exhaust leak. Another spot where it was leaking, right here as well. It's supposed to be like one nice ring, but if you have a black spot, it means that you had exhaust leak, guys. Now, what are the symptoms? First, you're going to hear kind of like a ticking sound, coming from the back of the engine when you're accelerating under load, passing anybody, climbing a hill, because when the engine, when you give it more gas and it has load, it will actually push more gas through the exhaust, and that's when under high pressure the exhaust manifold gasket will start failing when it's weak. Now, another thing that's quite dangerous, guys, you may start smelling exhaust fumes in the cabin, because the cabin of your car actually will suck the air from there, from kind of like close to the engine bay, and as a result what will happen, guys, when you have an oil leak or something, how you can smell that in the cabin, the exhaust is the same way. You can start pumping exhaust gas in the cabin. If you start smelling the exhaust, that's terrible, and in some cases you may not be even smelling it too much and it can make you sick. So you can actually even die, pass out from the exhaust fumes. For instance, you can check it online. I read somewhere about Ford Explorer SUVs, the one that are using by the police. They had a malfunction, something with the exhaust system, where exhaust gas was getting in the cabin and the policemen were getting sick. Some even passed out while being inside the vehicle. So that can happen from that as well, guys. And that will be the most common one. Exhaust noise, ticking kind of like thing under pressure usually, and gasoline smell as well. If you need to see how to replace it, we'll have the video on the channel. Hopefully the video will be helpful. Thank you for watching and see you next time.